So the brand new trailer for the Marvels has finally released. Now I know I'm late. The trailer came out yesterday, but I still want to give my thoughts on it. So we're not going to play the trailer because recently, I'm not even joking, I've done a lot of trailer reactions. I did one for Barbie. I did one for the Mario. That was a while ago, actually. Shazam, all these, and I've actually gotten an email telling me that, hey, you need to calm down with the putting the trailers and reactions because apparently it's not fair use, even though I'm actually reacting and giving commentary, which is weird. So there's gonna be like, I'm gonna kind of try to bring it down a notch when it comes to reactions, which is unfortunate, but I can still give my thoughts. So here's actually a fan made. I think it's a fan made poster, but this movie is 7 months away, and they released a teaser. I'm gonna say this right now. I think Marvel's confident with this film because recently we've seen movies shorten their time from when they dropped their first trailer to then, the movie coming out. Usually at least, well, it used to be 9 months. I remember back then it used to be almost a year before when a teaser trailer would come out and when the movie would come out. Now you've seen it shorten. Even Godzilla vs. Kong, a big movie that came out in 2021, that movie released its first ever trailer and poster 2 months before the movie even released, which is crazy to me because it used to be a different time. But anyways, I think they're confident with this trailer. Of course, you got Kamala Khan, played by Iman Vellani, Tana Paris. Then we have BRIE LARSON. This movie definitely, it's going to be talked about for hopefully the good ones, for at least good reasons. Hopefully people talk about it because the movie is good and all that, rather than, the whole woke thing. Realistically, even now you're seeing people being like, this trailer looked woke. Look, I'm going to say this straight up. When Brie Larson made her comments, I didn't like the comments. Okay, there are comments about white male critics and A Wrinkle in Time. I later kind of grew up, realized, oh, she just worded it poorly. I gave her the benefit of doubt. She seems like a nice person. I've seen her YouTube videos. She genuinely seems like a nice person. I just think a lot of people hate her because she became the poster child of the woke Hollywood. She quite literally became the poster child of, hey, everyone, if you hate wokeness, you have to hate Brie Larson. But anyways, let me give my thoughts. First of all, I love the Marvels. I mean, not Marvels. I loved Miss Marvel, the show. It was a show that I had little anticipation for. I'm not a fan of Kamala Khan in the comics, or at least I never really read that much of Kamala Khan, so I never really had an opinion to give. But the trailer, or I mean, not the trailer, but the show itself was really good, especially that first episode. Kamala Khan feels like a very relatable character. She reminds me of me in high school, being this big Avengers nerd, right? And then Tanoia Paris, she was great in WandaVision. Captain Marvel, I'm still not the biggest fan of her character, at least in the MCU iteration. I recently rewatched the movie. I initially didn't like the movie. I did rewatch it a couple months ago, and I thought, hey, it's a decent movie. It's not good, but it's also not bad. And I also came to appreciate Brie Larson is a better actress than I remember her being. She's a solid actress. I just don't really like the character of Carol Danvers so far. I just think that so far in the MCU they've not really cracked the code with her, whether it's Endgame. Although I did love how Kamala was this big Captain Marvel fan, which I really enjoy because I feel like that's very realistic to the MCU. I feel like in the MCU people are idolizing other heroes. We saw this with Spider-Man, where he idolizes Iron Man. Of course, they took that too far. But one thing I'm really liking, first of all, the song choice. It was from the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic. I think it even shows you a link here to the song. Nope, it's not. Oh, and the movie comes out November 10th. The song just looked like it was gonna be fun, and I like how this trailer. I'll admit I never criticized CGI, but the CGI. Now, this movie is 7 months away, so I have to remember that. The CGI just felt a little iffy to me. And when the trailer began, I was a little nervous because it kind of felt like Thor Love and Thunder. Now, this is only a trailer that's under 2 minutes, so we have to wait and see and find out. But the positives I take from this trailer is it looks fun. One thing they're doing that looks just really fun is the whole powers changing. You see there's a scene right here where let's actually play a little bit. Yeah, you see the powers change, and now they're kind of shifting locations, and I thought that's fun. And I'm like, That's actually cool. They're a trio that switches powers when they use their powers. And I think the movie's concept is actually interesting enough for me to warrant it to think it looks fun. It just looks like fun. I don't think every movie needs to be a save the world kind of stakes. Now, my only criticism of this trailer is the little bit of CGI. It looked a little wonky. I'm hoping the movie is also able to balance out serious with comedic. Unfortunately, the MCU, this isn't even just a recent thing, but this has been going on since probably the beginning of Phase 3, where Marvel will not, they aren't able to balance comedy and seriousness as much as they used to. I rewatched Iron Man and that movie was the perfect balance, but I feel like recently they've gone overboard with their comedy, and this movie does worry me in a bit. However, I think Miss Marvel, the show itself, handled the comedy really well. They were able to handle the comedy and the seriousness. Ultimately, I loved the Marvels. I mean, not Marvel. Sorry if I'm going to mistake it, but Miss Marvel, the show on Disney Plus. I love the show because it was just about a girl growing up. A coming of age story. Usually those are my favorite kind of stories, when a boy becomes a man or when a girl becomes a woman. Those kinds of stories I really tend to love. And not only that, but it also added the immigrant story, where, me, who comes from parents from immigrants, it was nice to relate to Kamala in the aspect where she has these immigrant parents. They have this strict traditional values that they want her to follow, but living in America, the world's a lot more different than it is in, crap, I forgot what country she's from. Damn it, I'm going to be called racist in the comments, but I forgot what country she's from. Is she from Pakistan? Is she? If I got that wrong, I apologize, but it reminds me a lot of my mom and dad both being Mexican, Salvadorian, so I related to a lot of that. And the other two characters, I'm gonna be honest. To me, I think about this as a Miss Marvel movie, as a Kamala movie. Realistically, I'm so excited because I do think, while Carol, I didn't really like her in her movie nor Endgame. I think honestly, because the trailer shows that they had decent chemistry, especially in this fight scene. They had decent chemistry, and if she's able to balance off of those two actresses, I think they can make a great character with Carol, especially because they showed in WandaVision there is some type of conflict between her and Monica, and I want to see if they're able to improve that. Not only that, but you also have that basis where in Captain Marvel, Monica idolized Carol, and I thought that was cool. So no, the trailer looked cool. The action didn't look superb. Apparently the villain, let's see if I can find the picture, but we just skimmed. Yeah, apparently she might be the villain. I don't know who the heck they're supposed to be. I've not read any of the leaks or anything about this movie. I don't know who is the villain, but overall it looks like a fun trailer. The fact that they dropped this 7 months prior to the movie's release shows that there is some level of confidence heading towards this film, because even the recent MCU movies, Quantumania dropped their first teaser trailer late October, and the movie released in beginning of February. So I think Marvel is showing that they're confident with this film, that they know they have some type of banger. Now, they could be wrong. They all kept saying Eternals was going to be their best MCU movie, and while I love Eternals, I don't agree with them on that. Nor do most people, as that is probably one of the most criticized Marvel films ever. They have made recently some, missteps. I think there's with the Disney Plus shows, they've taken a lot of missteps. Thor: Love and Thunder. I personally hyped up that movie. Then when the movie came out, I gave it a negative review. At the end of the day, we're going to have to wait and see and find out. Overall, the trailer was great. I know the conversation is going to be about, is this movie woke or not? I don't care. I think the trailer looked fun. And sometimes I just want to be able to go to the movie theaters and just enjoy a dumb, fun film. That's what I felt with Mario. I loved Mario. That's what happened with Cocaine Bear. I had a lot of fun with Cocaine Bear. And I'm fine with movies being like that, as long as you establish that is the tone of the film. But overall, enjoyed the trailer. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about the trailer? Do you agree, disagree, whatever it is? Let us know in the comment section down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Ciao.